Good evening, Sunday evening. Just got a shower, bath, took a bath, and I'm going to touch a little bit on the Confederate flag issue. Ever since in South Carolina and the Methodist Church of Mother Emanuel, where the shooting took place and 9 people were massacred. They've been focusing on the Confederate flag, which I think that it is something that we do need to remove, because their act, if you want to, my argument is we do need to fix our schools, because if the people that are like, oh, this is our heritage, they don't see that the other people that have been here probably longer than some of you guys, who knows, that if you think that we deserve less rights than you because you're flying some flag and you was a loser, you lost the war, it was an abomination, it was a disgrace, and you fell miserably. So that really flying a flag over there, it just lets maybe like China and Russia know this is a good weakness. This is where you could this is where you could like put a wedge between some of the Americans and start something up in here. It's bad enough, I feel like I'm in a military state anyway up here in Memphis, but the Confederate flag doesn't. Now it just sort of, to me, it symbolizes like racism, ignorance, and hate, and a lack of compassion for humanity, unable to empathize, and sort of like psychopath behavior as to where they were going around and hanging and slaughtering people. Basically they just invaded this land. If anybody should, if they don't like blacks, and they don't like this, and they don't like Mexicans, and they don't like gays, and they don't like any of that, maybe it'll be easier for them to relocate. You want to, because the Confederate flag was to separate from the United States, become their own separate country. Right, so they could have slave slavery. So basically, it was indentured white slaves that figured it'd be easier if they weren't slaves. Because you gotta understand, white people came over here, and a lot of them, their parents sold them over here as indentured slaves. Well, they have white slaves too. It's just that, they were like, oh, well, duh, we're smart, and we'll just make all the brown people. But that doesn't mean that, and then it didn't stop white slavery. It's never stopped white slavery. So maybe the ones that are talking about they want to fly this Confederate flag, if we went back to slavery, maybe you would have to be the slave, because I know the 1% that had all the money, they're not going to do the work that, manual work. But it's sort of disgrace. It's humiliating for other countries to hear such ignorant stuff. It's bad enough like France and Germany and all those European countries think they're like stupid Americans. I just say we need to fix our schools. I think we need to go to school year round, get smaller classes. We need to invest in our schools the way we invest in war over the Middle East. Because this is the war front we're losing. We're losing the war front at home. We're losing it by such ignorance and racism and bigotry as flying the Confederate flag and thinking that it means some new meaning. What they built, where they sold that flag up for the first time. For that was the cause they did. Anything else is just some commercial ways for some Chinese people to make a whole bunch of Confederate flags. And you bunch of fools go buy it. You might as well just go send your paycheck over to China. That's what people that want to fly the Confederate flag should do. Just send your paycheck over to China. They like the type the way you're thinking. But anyway, they need to take it down. They need to fix the flag in Mississippi. They need to get rid of all these stupid loser Confederate statues that we have downtown here in Memphis. It's a humiliation. It's a disgrace. And it's not anything, I think, that, you know, we have people from out of town come in to see, you know, such a blatant ignorance and disregard for human welfare. But anyway, or civil rights, or the Constitution of the United States. So you people that are like, oh, white power or whatever, there's plenty of places that you could go if you had money. You could get God. And don't have to be around people you don't like. You need to just separate yourself like you want to do from the Union. Separate yourself. Go ahead. Take your Confederate flag. Separate yourself. Denounce your citizenship and make your own country far, far, far away from the United States borders. With a bunch of white people. Go find that place. And please live there. Just amongst yourself. Interbreed. Thank you. Bye. Be gone, be gosh. And well, the Confederate flag, it's a disgrace. It's a treason act. If you want to declare war on the United States so you can become your own country or whatever, that's a treason act. It's a simple fact. And we definitely need to do something about our education system. That we're pumping out people that don't understand what exactly they signed up to.